What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is Finally a Real True Brother, and I call myself that because I always keep it 1,000. I always go sky high with the truth. You know, I don't sugarcoat nothing, none of that stuff. You know, I just keep it real with you. And I want to talk to you about a particular topic. It's called fasting, all right? So, you know, I really want to call it being able to hear God, but I want to talk about fasting first because a lot of you, you know, you talk about, you know, you pray to God and things is not happening in your life. You don't feel like you're hearing answers or getting answers from God. The thing is, you have to be still and you have to detox. And I mean spiritual detox. And in order for you to hear God, God wants you to cleanse your spiritual insides so that way he can communicate with you better and you can hear him better. Yes, God do give you signs and things like that, which I don't personally believe in signs because to me it belittles God, because God, he actually tells you straight up what he wants from us. And a lot of times we're hard-headed, we just don't listen, or we don't take heed, or we being naive, or whatever the case may be. So really, for you to really not be naive and all that, you really have to detox yourself. And to me, the way real true fasting is getting out of all that stuff that's within you. You know what I'm saying? So for one, detoxing is not about food. It can be anything that you like, anything that you care about, anything that you love. Now, I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about things, places, you know what I'm saying? Anything that just makes you feel joyful. If it's always being on your tablet, always being on social media, if it's always having sex, regardless if you're married or single, whatever the case may be, you gotta abstain from it. You know what I'm saying? At least try to do a 30-day fast. You know what I'm saying? Take away all the nonsense that's not really pleasing to God. You know what I'm saying? Anything that, you know, that's within your spirit, you know, as far as going to the clubs, you know, talking a certain way, profane language, you know what I'm saying? Anything that's not pleasing to God, or even things that may not be a big deal to God, but it's really your own personal distraction from really hearing God. You know what I'm saying? So if you really want to hear God, you got to do your fast. And that fast is two things. It's detoxing spiritually and being still. So that way you can hear God. Once again, you may not hear God audibly. You're going to hear God in the spirit. And you won't be confused about that because God's going to make it sure that you know that is him, the Most High, that's speaking to you. Not yourself or not some other being or other spirit or whatever you may have. All right? So keep that in mind, you know what I'm saying? So, and also keep it in secret, because a lot of times people fast. I don't know how people get into these things with their churches, with the Daniel fast and all that. No disrespect, do that. But the Daniel fast and all that, you're telling everybody. You're supposed to keep it in secret. It's written in the Bible in Matthew 6:16-18. You're supposed to keep it in secret because it's a personal relationship, a personal conversation. Praying is a personal conversation with God. You know what I mean? But for you to have that relationship and hear answers from God, you got to detox. So keep that in mind. I don't know if I'm past 5 minutes or whatever, because it's supposed to be like a 5 minutes or less video. But just keep that in mind. So remember, try to do a 30-day fast, and maybe not just one thing, maybe multiple things that you love to do all the time on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? If you like chunking down certain types of food or whatever the case may be. And as a matter of fact, there's this young lady, my neighbor, I'm not trying to sell nothing. She has a book called 30 Days to Becoming. All right, 30 Days to Becoming. And this book basically talks about, you know, fasting, you know, hearing from God, and detoxing and trying to get yourself together, whatever the case may be. So I really recommend this book. There's a barcode on the back of this book. You can scan it, and I'll put it in the subscription box. And you can really just figure out, you know, and learn from this book also. It's really a good book. You'll find more introductions about Hanika Sellings is her name actually. Hanika Sellings, yeah, I don't know if I even said that. But anyway, so yeah, once again, this is Finally a Real True Brother. And if you want to hear from God and you want to fast the right way, do it the right way. Take away, like, have this mind concept about, you know, why you're actually taking away these things from your life for at least 30 days. If you can't do 30 days, try to do 2 weeks, but I recommend do 30 days. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not doing anything that's, you know, causing you harm. You know what I'm saying? Anything like, I mean, I'm not telling you not to eat for 30 days, but abstain, restrain from a lot of things that's keeping you from hearing God correctly. Because again, God is not going to conversate with you why you got all this stuff in your system. You know what I mean? If you got all this, because when you say, for example, like when you watch TV or something like that, you watch this bad program. Well, for you it's probably good. For me it's probably good, but it got all kinds of explicit stuff in it. And then that evening you go to sleep, you may think you forgot about that movie or show that you watched, but it's still in your psyche. And you want God to communicate with you. You want the Holy Spirit to communicate with you, but the Holy Spirit is not going to reach you but so much because you got all that filth inside. You know what I mean? So think about that. Think about that detox in that sense. Once again, this is finally a real true brother, always keeping 1,000 to the sky, way high, don't go no lower. And I'm always be real with you. Until then, take care, God bless. I got to do a lot of editing and cutting with that. All right, I'm done.
Hey, what's up, guys? Listen, really real quick on a side note, as you see, I'm not going to really edit that video, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm just going to keep it straight up. But listen, real quick, when you want to go ahead and do this fast, I want to add on to it is that, you know, you can just fast from not listening to music, you know what I'm saying? Again, the fast food, stay away from the fast food. Certain TV shows and things like that, you know what I mean? Stay away from gossip, conversations, you know, anything you can think of that's distracting you, things that you do on a regular basis, every day, every single day that you do all the time, that's wasting time, that's eating up your time, but you always expect answers from God. So try to try to stay away from certain types of things in that era, you know, dealing with your fasting, because it will help you, you know, hear God better. So once again, try to stay away from these things, you know what I'm saying? You know what you're doing, you know what you do a lot, you know the things that takes up a lot of your time, a lot of your space, you know, whether it be sports, you know, anything, you know what I'm saying, partying, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a lot of things, anything you can think of that's really wasting your time from hearing God, and also that's not pleasing to God, anything that's not pleasing to God. Alright, so once again, this is Finally Real True Brother, and that's all I had to say, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.